Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. 2 seconds. Come on, right now. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the money.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That one is slammed to McLaurin. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run for it with Love. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Able to convert on fourth to bring up first and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, first and goal. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
To number 17.
A 9-yard touchdown there. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
Long attempt.
And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. A run here for J.D. McKissick. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
At the 6-yard
If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
On second down, Love. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold them to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done because they've treated this like a sudden change. You know, when the offense turns the ball over on a fumble.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love taking it in. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. First quarter touchdown run. Remember this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here in the
big
booth?
bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. And now they'll take a knee here. And my partner now is speechless, and so am I. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, 4 down. 56.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would take a knee, but they take a knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option. And a curious play call here, to say the least. Thought it might be a trick, but no, he actually goes down to a knee. And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Eagles nothing.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Haskins not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for this. They'll try and throw for it here. Steps away. And he goes out of bounds without getting rid of it. A big loss there, and it goes down as a sack as well. And, partner, I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but do you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. but it takes me back to a number of years ago. A very successful coach in the league had told himself before a playoff game.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are back within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Elliott good on the extra point, and now they go score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Haskins will throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. It's been a long day for you.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Left side here to Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. Let's go, tight end.
From the gun, it's Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. Running to start the drive is Love. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It's a 1st down Washington on a pickup of 18. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. Throw complete to Herndon.
Good job over there, baby. I see y'all. Good job over there, baby.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, here's Love. He was brought down there by Will Parks.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd down, it's Love. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. shotgun handoff now for Love. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on third down.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mark 56.
They go play action with Hurts. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Intercepted by Washington. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 35-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Hurts. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. This is Love. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Love again. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Bryce Love, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. His kick is right through.
This Washington 24, Eagles 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. Fielded at the... Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, And at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game. And we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and after it was turning up to be a pretty decent return.
A really nice return. They were going to be set up okay, and the offense would feel good running onto the field. And now the defense has to try it out there and try and slow them down.
On first down, Hurts. Flushed out right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Davion Taylor there to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
You ain't doing nothing, Jack. Watch 52. Stay with your man.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. From the gun, Haskins. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set him back 5 yards. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
33-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Sanders, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The ball carrier.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
2nd down, here's Hurts, escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. because otherwise you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
At the 40-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins, open man left side. That's the tight end, Herndon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down, Washington.
On first down, Love. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 13-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A gain of 5.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
It's
a gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the deep...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Bryce Love saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go. And that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Reuben Foster picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
17-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check 52 is the money. Check 52 is the money. 6-man. Check girls, check girls, check girls.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Love. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
Going to give it to Love. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from a yard out. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it right there. And he lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Made at the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Another run with Sanders, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Drop deep, drop deep.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. So that'll back them up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. And they take a knee.
Tonight's final.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.